All right, I think we're live. Let me just set this thing up. All right, what's up, guys? Let me just get this whole thing set up here so I can see you guys and your comments at the same time. Give me 2 seconds. Hope everybody's having a good Friday. Let me know if you guys can hear me, see me, all that good stuff. Let's see. Okay. All right, I think we're on. Can you guys hear and see okay? Let's see. All right, I think we're good. It looks good on my end. Hopefully it's coming through good on your end. Let's see what's up. Victory is mine. I'm always number one. Damn, got there first. Brandon Santa Cruz. What's up, Brandon? SSH. All right. We're here. Matthew, looks good, brother. Okay, good. Everything's good. Choi, what's up, man? Yeah, it was fun drag racing last night, but we'll talk a little bit about that, but you guys are going to have to wait for the premiere that I'm going to have this weekend on that. We'll give full details, time slips, all that good stuff. Paint Gun Express, what's up, man? What's up? Darren, hey Boost, how's it going? I can hear you no problem. Picture quality good too. Okay, cool. Yeah, this whole thing, like this live, is such a weird thing to use. So it's like this is my laptop that I'm talking to you guys on here. I can see myself, which is kind of weird, but at least I can kind of engage with the comments there. But that's one of my cell phones, but I have to like hook it up to the Wi-Fi, make sure it all comes through good, and then at the same time, like I have to put that phone on like do not disturb, because if anybody texts me or calls me, the whole thing just crashes. So if you guys are ever interested in starting your own YouTube channel, you guys can definitely ask me those questions, because it's I don't know, it's just something you have to figure out, but I'm glad that it's at least working. You guys can see me okay. Matthew Perez. Justin said, what's up, man? How you doing? I'm good, man. I'm actually pretty happy. The truck is working as good as it can work in its stock form, in my opinion. Yesterday went awesome. We had perfect traction, didn't slip, no issues, no wheel hop, all that good stuff. And it was a monster out of the hole. I mean, for what it is, but it would launch. Like I could pretty much launch on most average vehicles. So you guys will see it in the video. We didn't get a ton of runs. We only got 3, but they were 3 solid runs, so I'm not complaining. Okay, everybody can see me okay. What's up? It's Amanda. Paint Gun Express. Yep, good on this side. Okay, cool. Everybody can hear me. What's up, Bittner? Watch my videos. They're short and sweet. Alright. Just the Ram. Max Fabulous, yo, nice mod so far. What do you have planned next for the Dakota? Okay, so I kind of want to talk about this because this is where I'm starting to get excited about the project. So, like you guys know, we were trying to get the Dakota looking right, sitting right. We got it lowered. It's somewhat shiny. I mean, in the picture that I'm watching, it looks awesome, but it's like a good 10-foot paint job or even 5-foot. You start getting up close and it shows 20 years worth of age for sure, but I mean, overall, it looks pretty good. What else can I tell you? As far as like the mods, so I wanted to finally get good traction so I could see how slow or fast, whatever the truck was in stock form going to the track. So that was my real objective, was just so we can set a baseline so that in 2019, how fast is a 20-year-old truck with a couple bolt-ons, right? It really only has headers, and it has the Mopar Performance PCM that it came with, and it's just that intake. So I kind of wanted to see how fast or slow it was just with that stuff, and we got those numbers last night and kind of got a good feel for it. So, and it's not bad. I mean, it's not fast by any means, but it's not bad at all. So it's going to be a good starting platform. Next up, I just have to take care of one more thing with you guys, and that is the transmission. So we've got most of, everything else kind of up to speed, leak free. The only other thing is the transmission. So that's my plan, hopefully, is this weekend, amongst a lot of other stuff. But this weekend, I want to get all those parts that whatever it takes transmission sent to us. So we got a pan, transmission gaskets. I was trying to get you guys to guess some of the stuff, but the shift fork where it goes into the transmission, the seal is really common to leak there. So I gotta replace that seal, and I have this special tool to remove that seal. So it's nice that way because I don't have to take out all the valve body. You just screw in this little thing, and then it pulls the seal up. So I'm going to show you guys how to use that tool to take out the seal. It'll be a first time for me, so hopefully it'll be kind of cool to see that work. And yeah, so moral of the story on that one is I got to get rid of all the transmission leaks first, and then we're going to start going for speed. So a couple things. First off, we're going to end up tuning it with HP tuners now. So I'll show you guys that whole process. That's why, I could probably get in there right now on the laptop and start messing with it, but first things first, I want to show you guys how to do it because it's a new process for these vehicles. So I want to document that. I'll hook up the laptop. It'll actually be this laptop here. We'll hook it up and we will, read the truck. So we'll extract whatever tune is in it, and I'll show you guys that whole process. And then we can start, if we can successfully read it, maybe change a couple things and write to the truck, then we'll be able to start doing some stuff as well, so we can start tuning it. So yeah, that's kind of the plan for that. So yeah, once we do that and we can get into tuning it, I want to start looking for our boost options. So that's kind of what's next. We'll probably in between tinker with some exhaust stuff. And I also have to start finding an intake. So an intake manifold and a throttle body, that's kind of the restriction on this thing. So I'll get that stuff, and we got to start figuring out ways to make this thing faster. So I think it's going to be Boost, for sure. I mean, it's Boosted Motorsports. So I'm kind of wondering if I can find, honestly, if I can find a decent used supercharger, I'll probably go that way just because we can put it on. It's not going to be a ton of downtime. We can bolt it up and just go. If we go the twin turbo route, even if we get that cheap eBay kit, like I said, I think I said in another video, the eBay kit's going to bring along with it a lot of other issues because it's just eBay stuff. It's going to be cheap quality. It's always going to be breaking. So you guys are going to have to watch me always tinker with it and fix stuff and go to the track and have something break. So that's what would come along with that. And there's not a whole lot of room in underneath the hood. Somebody else pointed out as well. So underneath the hood, there's not a whole lot of room on the driver's side. The passenger side's okay, but the driver's side, it gets a little bit tight. So if we go twin turbo, it might be a lot of tinkering and moving stuff. And I know some guys have had to move their power steering and all that. So yeah, lots of mods coming for sure. Now we just gotta make this thing fast. So we have traction. Like I said, this thing dead hooks now. So I mean, obviously once we add more power, it's probably not gonna hook as well because it'll have more power. But right now, I know a lot of guys were saying about the pedaling thing, which we can talk about in a little bit, but this truck doesn't have enough power to be pedaling it. Yeah, you can pedal anything, which what pedaling means for those of you guys that aren't in the know is letting off the pedal while we're going down the drag strip to try to gain or maintain traction and then get back on the gas or a little bit more gas. Last night, I would brake stall it up to 1500, and as soon as the last yellow hit, I would just stomp it, flat foot it, and the truck just took off every single time, which was only 3 times, but every time you'd see the whole front of the truck come up and it would go. And that was with no tailgate as well. So we didn't have much weight in the back. The whole thing would just weight transfer and it was gone. So, and I didn't let up the whole time. So that was just from a straight dig, 100% throttle, and we were gone, and the truck did fairly well, which you guys will see in the video. Let's see what else you guys are saying here. What's up? Paint Gun Express, doing a damn good job. I'm trying to do my best, so we got a lot of stuff going, but hopefully you guys are enjoying the progress. Brittner says the top of the cap looks good. Yeah, the top of the, I think you mean the top of the truck. So it we polished it just quickly. Me and Ben. You guys have seen on the video with the M6. You'll see him actually on the video when we went to the drag strip. Ben was with us too with his M6. But yeah, we polished the top and it looks good. It's not all faded. The only thing I want to do on the other side, I think I've shown you guys a few times, is just use some wet sandpaper and knock off some of that like clear overspray, and hopefully it'll look decent. So at some point, I think I want to respray the truck the factory blue. I think if we get everything sorted out, get everything looking good, I think it would be nice to redo it, but honestly, it doesn't look too bad. John Bon Johnson, how you Boost? What's up, man? Garado E. Salute from Denver, Colorado. What's up, man? Joshua Dolman, I ordered the JDM Stars tune. Turned out great. I have a 2003 Dodge Dakota. Right on, man. Yeah, I mean, everything that I show you, all the different products and stuff, I make sure that it's gonna work and that it's something good before I make a video on it. So I'm gonna keep it that way. I mean, I have a lot of companies that approach me to show my audience like little gizmos and stuff, but I turn down a lot of them. So I've said that before and I'm gonna keep saying it. So if you guys see me use something, it's me honestly using it, and if I think it's on the fence, I'll let you know. Like, there's some stuff that I joke around with you guys and I kind of just do stuff on a budget, but I'm always honest and hopefully that comes through. So I'm glad you found those lights helpful, and like I said, some of the videos, you know, we do honest reviews so you guys see the comparison and you guys can decide for yourselves. Victory is mine. You should sit in front of your phone, look down at your laptop, and answer questions. So you want me to move over? I could, but the wall is here, and the desk is here, and you guys are over there. It's just hard. It's hard. I guess you could technically do like a webcam thing on this. The only reason why I have that there is because if you guys have a question about the truck, I can literally grab that camera and walk around, or truck or car or whatever you guys want to talk about. Bittner, damn. Just a Ram. I have a full bolt-on 5.7 RT on a baby shot. Just don't tell anyone. I know everybody's always so secretive on their builds, but yeah, it's cool either way. I mean, whether you're popping the hood or you're keeping it a secret, it's cool either way. It's fun. So me and Jonathan too, that usually you guys see him on the videos, we're having a lot of fun going to the drag strip and stuff, and it's cool. So we met some people there too at the drag strip, and it's a good time. But yeah, I'll just let you guys know. So the drag strip that's on Thursday nights that I keep going to, it's every Thursday at nighttime, and it's only an 1/8 mile. So that's kind of the only option right now. Besides on the weekends, there's sometimes some 1/4 mile stuff. So, but really, I just want to set a time, a baseline, and then we'll mod it. So now we have that, and I can also gauge some 0 to 60 from the footage last night. So from dead stop to 60 miles an hour. I can also do those comparisons for you guys, so we'll get both that stuff and we'll do the comparisons on both. That RT looks sick with the chrome RT rims. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the chrome. I'm gonna do something different with that because that's just like spray painted black rims that I didn't do. Somebody, previous owner must have done it or something, but I'll freshen those up for sure. I want to see if I can find the oversized ones. You can get 20-inch RT rims. But the 15s that we got, those look pretty tough. If you guys saw the post that I showed, both on Instagram and on YouTube, it looks tough with those 15s on there with the big Hoosier tires. It looks cool. I kind of want to get some skinnies next, but it's just hard with that bolt pattern to find... Like, I want to get like a set of Weld racing wheels. Would be sick if we could do that for these, but they're pricey. It's probably going to be more than we paid for the whole truck. Mark Rocha, what's up, man? John Bon Johnson, it was faster than the Mustang. Penny's like, do you pay for all the parts out of your home pocket? Yeah, so pretty much anything that's, you know, any revenue from the channel goes back into the channel, and everything's being there's nothing really sponsored, more or less. So JDM Star helps us out with the bulbs, but apart from that, everything else is funded by me. So any of the the stuff that you see, the parts, I guess whatever it takes, transmissions, he helped us out with the parts for the transmission. But for the most part, I'll let you guys know, but pretty much all of it. Like, I bought all the vehicles, they're all paid for out of my own pockets. All the mods, the Hoosier tires that I just got, those are out of my own pockets. The 15-inch rims, so it does get expensive, I won't lie, but there's certain ways you can do it. I think I talked about this in another live video. There's certain ways that you can do it so that you don't spend as much money. So I try to get a lot of things secondhand in good condition, and somebody else might be trading their truck in or selling their truck and they took something off, or who knows what the story is, but a lot of times people will have parts and they'll end up unloading them. So that's a good opportunity if you guys are trying to do something similar to pick up parts on a budget, and that's what we did with every single one of these cars in the garage. So a lot of the parts were secondhand parts that were in good shape, or we fixed up and made them better. So yeah, for the majority, pretty much everything is on my dime. So that's why I need your guys' help. Like, I like doing this stuff, but it does get expensive at times too. So. But yeah, whenever you guys if you guys end up going and hitting that join button, that support means a lot to me. So you guys, thanks again to the guys that joined and channel memberships. Also, any of the merchandise, the Boosted Motorsports merchandise, I get a small portion of that. So I'm rocking my own shirts. I got that, and this is the shirt there. So yeah, all the merchandise, that any of the proceeds from that, it goes towards the bills. So whatever way you guys can support, I know everybody's got their own, their own life, their own budget, but whatever you guys can do to support this whole thing, I'm with it. I'm gonna keep funding it as much as I can, but any support just takes it to the next level, so we can start doing more mods. Maybe we could just go buy a brand new supercharger kit if there was that much money coming in from the channel, but it's not there yet, I'll be honest, but hopefully we get there soon and we can keep going. So we got a lot of plans, but I'm having fun, so hopefully you guys are enjoying watching. Mark says, by the way, I'm doing the V6 fan conversion on my Ram tomorrow. Nice. Yeah, that's an awesome mod, honestly. The electric fan. Even just doing electric fan on this truck, it's a big difference. So you can notice it in the pedal. It feels better. We probably picked up maybe 15 to 20 wheel horsepower. So yeah, it's a good mod. I have nothing bad to say about it. And so far, like I said, I'm testing out that little cheap kit that I got for you guys. So just so you guys know, I didn't really get into the price on the fan conversion that I did. That fan conversion on this truck cost me about $50. So super cheap fan conversion. So I think the controller was around $25-$30, and same thing with the fan. I think it was like $25 or $30. So overall, it was a cheap mod. Right now, it's keeping the truck cool. We've been in stop and go traffic. It still hasn't overheated. We were in staging, running last night at the drag strip. No issues there. So, but I'll keep you guys updated. If anything changes, I'll let you know. Enrique, amazing work on the Dakota. Looking good. Thanks for all your hard work. No problem, man. Like I said, I enjoy doing this, so hopefully you guys enjoy watching it. I'm still trying to, maybe you guys can help me out with some feedback. I'm still torn between the type of content to deliver. How do I explain this? So sometimes I'll end up working and doing a bunch of stuff, and I can record every tiny little detail, or I could try to make it, I don't know, put music in the background and try to make it a bit more exciting, or some cinematic stuff. And I'm torn between which style of content you guys enjoy more. So whether it's, cutting to the slow motion stuff and kind of that cinematic, artsy stuff, or just, straight content. And I don't know, I posted a few videos, almost 25 minutes long, of me just, taking you guys along for the adventure of me working on the truck, and, I'm working on this, I'm painting the windshield wiper arms, and painting the antenna, painting the trim, and I just sat there with the camera, and I think you guys, it seemed to get good feedback. But I'd like to know your guys' feedback. Drop me a comment and let me know, which type of content you guys preferred. if you guys are getting bored of one thing or you guys prefer the other, this is the time to do it. So definitely let me know. I'm capable of both. It's just whatever you guys would rather see. Like, do you guys want to hear music in the background when I'm working on stuff and, you know, kind of mute the, you know, the wrenching noises and all that stuff? Or would you rather just like it the way it is? So I'm always, you know, interested to see what you guys think. I need to talk to you about getting my 2018 Ram tuned by HP Tuners. Yeah, hit me up. Drop a comment here. It's probably easier just to do it here. So, or you can direct message me, whatever. John Bon Johnson, M1 intake and Pro Charger. Yeah, so also if you guys are going to be at SEMA, I'll be at SEMA too. So you guys might be able to find me there. I'll be at the HP Tuners booth a little bit as well. So I'll be there at, I think it's 1 o'clock, but I'll double check and I'll post it. I'll be at the HP Tuners booth on Tuesday at SEMA. They're unveiling one of their new cars, or a show car. So I'll be there. I don't know if I'll be able to do live because there's like 300,000 people in the building at once. So cell phone reception will be terrible, but I'll film that and I'll probably post it at night for you guys as well. So I'm gonna try and get you guys some SEMA coverage. So anything you guys want to see, definitely let me know over the next couple weeks or 3 weeks, whatever it is, because I'll be there as well. But if you guys are going to be at SEMA, drop me a comment or direct message me some way, somehow, and maybe we can meet up there too. But yeah, to answer your question, when I go to SEMA, I want to see if I can talk to the guys at Pro Charger, let them know that we use the Pro Charger kit on the last build, and see if they might want to do something with this, because the Pro Charger kit's like $6,000 or so for this truck. I don't have that kind of money to be spending on this truck. The truck itself, when we originally got it, was only a few grand, so I can't spend like $6,000 on the Pro Charger kit on this truck. It's not in the budget at this point. I wish I could just like drop cash like that, but I can't do it. But yeah, I want to see if I can talk to the Pro Charger guys, let them know like the last build we did and kind of everything we did, like documenting the whole install, you know, the quirks of it, how to upgrade it, all that good stuff. And if they could maybe help us out with the Pro Charger, if you guys know anybody there, that would be awesome. I would definitely go for it. But also the M1 intake, I'm gonna end up doing the intake too. So yeah, we gotta get that kegger off there for sure. But until I get one, I don't want to. You can do like some mods to the current intake, but I don't want to take it off. It's a pain to take off, and I don't want to take it off unless we're gonna put something better on. So there's no point in me taking it off and doing like the kegger mod that they call it, where you like chop some of the intake runners and, you know, kind of smooth it out and port it. I'm not gonna go through all that headache since mine's not leaking right now. When it comes off, we're taking it off and it's staying off, and we'll put on a better intake. What drag strip did we go to? We went to Irwindale. So the last 2 weeks we went to Irwindale. Yeah, and it was just an 1/8 mile. Justin says, my daughter loves the Viper. Yeah, the Viper's cool. I mean, it doesn't, I think a lot of people don't really want to, like, whenever I post content on it, it's not really relatable because it's not really a car that most people have or they're working on. So when I post like wrenching videos on it, it doesn't seem to do too well. I have a ton, if you guys dig back my videos, I have a ton of content on the Viper, but I've realized like working on something like the Dakota is a little bit more valuable. There's more people that work on their Dakotas than a Dakota. So, but yeah, it's a fun car. I like it. It just, right now it seems to be on the back burner now that we're focusing on the Dakota, but we'll definitely get some content on that. I just want to get the Dakota like situated so that it's actually like somewhat fast and competitive or whatnot. When we have it to that state, then I'll do a bit more other stuff. I want to do some like point of view stuff in the Viper too for you guys as well. So Suave 86. Keep it stock color if you respray. Cool, looks sick. Yeah, I agree. If we respray the Dakota, it's 100% going to be the exact same color. I really like this blue color. So I wouldn't change the color. If we were going to change the color, it'd be a wrap, just temporary, but I want to keep it this color, and if we respray it, do the exact same color. I just want to like freshen it up if anything, but It doesn't look too bad now, but it would be nice to give it a nice respray. Patrick says, how did the fan work out for you? Looking to do mine. Yeah, so I think I just answered that question. So it's working great, not overheating, no issues yet. We're kind of in the fall, obviously, so as far as super hot temperatures and stop and go, I can't give you guys that report just yet, but as soon as it endures that, I'll definitely update you guys if the temps aren't in check. If anything, I might have to do like a shrouding around that fan, which some people have pointed out. I know I'm in agreement with it, but right now it seems to be working just with that fan sitting there strapped to the radiator like you guys saw. Yeah, so Darren, same kind of question. No issues. So the fan was fine. Our temps were cool the whole time. Mind you, we were, I don't know, there was quite a bit of wait between our runs. So we got there at 6:30, and I would say we were ready to go on the track by 7 because we had to swap out the wheels. So we were there for 3 hours and only got 3 runs. So maybe an hour wait between almost each run. So, but yeah, the truck didn't overheat, no issues. And I'll if anything changes, I'll let you guys know. Oh, I think I gotta find. Hold on, I'm just trying to catch up to the comments here, guys. It jumped around on me. Give me 1 sec. I somehow scrolled too far. Scroll too far. Do I have any spare LED headlights left over? No. I don't have any spare LED headlights. I don't know which vehicle you mean, because we did a lot of stuff with the Ram too. But I'll talk to JD and Star. Maybe we could do a giveaway for you guys here shortly if you guys. Well, I already know you guys are gonna be down for that. I'll talk to them. I'll see if I can do something, but I don't really have any spare parts laying around as of right now. J Dub says, have you ran the Viper? Yeah, so I have ran the Viper. I ran it at the same track, Irwindale. I can't remember. You guys probably find it faster than I did, or than I can right now. But if you guys go back in my videos, or maybe if you even search Dodge Viper drag racing, you'll see a video of me taking it to the drags. I can't remember how fast it ran, honestly. I'm pretty sure it was in the 7s, in the 8th. So 1/8 of a mile. I think it was like, I want to say like 7.5-ish seconds. Don't quote me, but this was like 2-3 years ago, so it was a while back. But I remember it did pretty decent. So yeah, but I have ran it. So I've ran it. This is what I've done with the Viper. I went to the drag strip. We ran it there. I've ran autocross with it, and I've also brought it to a full track day. So I've taken the Viper to a few events as well, but with the stance that it has now, with how low it is, I can't track it. There's no way. It's too low. It'll just drag the fenders everywhere. So right now, the Viper is kind of more of a show car. So it's kind of for looks. You can't really corner too crazy because it'll touch on the fenders. It's super low, and the wheels are super wide. So if you start dipping the car too much, it'll just drag on the fenders. Bittner says, do you think you'll ever use nitrous? I was actually talking to a few buddies last night at the track about just putting a nitrous kit on the truck. I don't know. We're debating it. If I can't find a supercharger kit or maybe turbo in the next little bit, if it's proving to be hard to find a used one, we'll throw a kit on it. Nitrous kit probably. I don't have a ton of experience with them. I can bring myself up to speed. I'm not worried about that. But just as far as having experience firsthand on nitrosing or something like that on the car, I haven't done it. I've always been boost. So I've always had supercharged or turbocharged different vehicles. I've never done the whole have to fill up a bottle and have to do all that. So it would be a new experience for me, but I mean, it's something we could look into. Like I said, if I can't find a supercharger soon for the truck to get it faster, then yeah, maybe we'll order a nitrous kit and install it and try that. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys would rather see. Would you rather see a nitrous kit on this, or would you rather see like a supercharger kit? Let me know what you think. I mean, we can go either way, but yeah, it just depends. Justin says I'm looking for 20s on my RT club cab myself. Yeah, I think they're getting a little bit rare to find. Django, what's up with the grill, man? I think, I don't know. Right now, I haven't done anything with it. It's still just got like the two inserts missing. So at some point, I'll get something. I just don't want to deal with the whole like painting and all that nonsense right now. I really just want to get the truck working good and get it fast, and then we can start making it a little bit nicer looking. I'm hoping, honestly, that I could come across somebody that's parting out another intense blue one that has a hood and the front grille for me. And I could just swap it on. It's already the same color. Because I could get one from a Durango, or it could be from a Dakota. It could be from V6. It doesn't matter. I need the hood and I need the grille. Because my hood is bent. It's like a little bit arced like this. And the grille is all busted. So yeah, that's the plan with the grille. I'm not really trying to make it too fancy, because honestly I have to replace the grille and I want to replace the hood at the same time. Michael says, use Viper emergency spare wheels as skinnies. That's true. I could do that. I have one, but I don't think, I'm trying to remember if it's a steel wheel. It's in the Viper right now. I could go check, but it's not that light. I don't think it's that much lighter than just like a 15 or something. Unless, I don't know, I could try and find one more Viper spare wheel, I guess. I'm kicking myself because it's slightly off topic, but there was somebody selling a Viper like salvage, or I don't know what the story was on it, but they were selling a car that was all messed up on the classified ads. And I messaged the guy, and he said he wanted $4,500 for the engine, the transmission. The engine and the transmission were out of the car. It was $4,500 for the full drivetrain, and then the parts from the car were all over the place. He said things just had to be put together. There was like no doors on it, no bumper on it. The whole front end was missing, but he claimed all the parts were there. And, I asked him to message me back because I was gonna actually consider it, just to have spare parts for this car. We could part out that car and recoup some money, make some money to fund this build. But the guy never got back to me, and he sold it. So there goes that idea. But I probably could have got like a spare, or maybe some Viper wheels out of it that we could have used on this. But yeah, I'm done crying about that, but I wish I got that. That would have been cool. SRT-10 swap the Dakota. It's not worth it, honestly. This is coming from a Viper owner. It's not worth it to put the Viper engine in there, and here's why. The Viper engine, I know it has a lot of torque, but say you got the Viper engine out of the car that's right next to it. It only makes 450 horsepower. And to do more than that, like if you want to supercharge the Viper motor, it's expensive. So honestly, you can make just as much power by supercharging what's in the truck already, and it's already fabricated, like everything's already in the truck as it is. V8 parts are cheaper, you got 2 less cylinders, 2 less pistons, 2 less fuel injectors. It would be easier just to make this engine go fast than it is to put the Viper engine in there and then make it faster that way. So, plus I wouldn't want to, if we're going to do drag racing with the truck, and that's honestly, I think that's what we're doing, is it's better to have an automatic than to have a standard. So if drag racing is your goal, which that's what our goal is for this truck, is to make it a fast straight line truck, since we have 2 cars that corner. Yeah, if we're gonna do that, then automatic is the way to go. So I'm perfectly happy with automatic in the truck and just having a big, 5.9 in there, and we'll make it faster. If we get super bored of the 5.9, maybe we'll try to get like a newer SRT swap, like either a 6.4 Hemi with the 8-speed transmission, or who knows. That's kind of what I would want to do. But to put a Viper engine in there, I don't know, there's no point. We'll end up having that Viper truck on the channel here soon anyways, so yeah, we'll already have 2 Viper powered vehicles here shortly. SSH. Thinking about getting a dual electric cooling fan setup for my truck, but going to have to figure out if I need a higher output alternator. We'll also have to figure out a different setup for. Yeah, I mean you can. It just depends. I'm not sure offhand which vehicle you have, but you can do dual fans, and then but you have to get the appropriate controller for it. So you'll probably get like a high-low. I don't know if you'll have both fans spinning at the same time, if it's, you know, same fans, or you're gonna do a 2-speed, but that's why I kept it simple. I went 1 big fan with a controller with 1 relay that has 1 speed, so that fan just comes on full blast at 180 degrees Fahrenheit. So I just try to keep it simple, but I mean, it depends what your goals are and what vehicle we're talking here. What Michael Smith said. Yeah, so, Michael Smith was talking about skinnies. Mr. Magoo, any update? When the SRT-10 will come down to California? I'm hoping, honestly, it's going to be pretty soon. So I'm hoping, and this is the plan, is to, it might be a road trip, honestly. I was originally going to ship it down, but I might go get it. I have some maintenance to do on it, so I might just go up there, spend maybe a week or 2 with my family up north, work on the truck. I gotta do a bunch of maintenance on it, change all the fluids, and then road trip it back, and maybe we'll document and vlog that whole experience. I was kind of hoping the channel would get to a little bit higher level first before then, just so that I could kind of afford to take that time off. But yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, is go get the truck, do all the maintenance, record all that stuff. It'll be in my mom's garage up there, up north. So I would be filming from there, using all my old tools that I have. We would load up all my tools in the truck, all the stuff that I'm missing from this garage, like I keep kind of mentioning in my videos that I don't have all my tools here. We'd load it all up in the SRT-10 and road trip across America. So that's kind of what I was thinking. Let me know what you guys think, but that's kind of the plan here. I'm hoping I can do that within the next maybe month or so. Yeah, that's where we're at with the SRT-10. So I'm hoping it's gonna be here soon. But the problem I have is where to put it. We got 3-car garage and we got 3 vehicles. I don't know what I'm gonna be able to put outside. Honestly, the first thing to go outside would probably be the Dakota, but we're starting to do so much that I don't know if I want to put it outside. So yeah, I'd have to figure out a little bit more logistics that way too. SSH, coolant and window wash reservoirs. For what? I don't know what you mean. If you're talking about the Dakota, I don't think I'm gonna mess with that too much. If we go boost, I would definitely have to move them, but what else? David Smith. Have put LED fog driving light bulb in yet? If so, does your high beam light indicator come on? No. So right now the truck's missing both fog lights, so I have to get some new fog lights. When I originally bought the truck, if you guys look at the old videos, there's 1 fog light in it and there was 1 missing. So I just took 1 out, and I've been trying to find some like nice ones. I was hoping Depot would make ones with like a clear housing and a black, like clear lens black housing, but I couldn't find any. And any of the ones I could find were like crazy expensive. For some reason, like the 98 to 99, or there's some year in there. I think it's maybe 97 to 99 is a certain type, and then 2000 and up is a different one. And for some reason, the one that fits a 99 is like $60 for two fog lights. And I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but mind you, we bought both headlights for like 94 bucks, but yet the fog lights are like 60 something bucks. So I'm gonna keep my eye out. Right now we just have 2 holes, which I don't know, looks fine to me, but we already got plenty of light. Once I get that, I'll show you guys which LEDs we end up putting in there too. Mark says, to be honest, I tell my wife you're my boyfriend. Okay. Victory Mine. Victory's Mind says, does the 5.9 Ram have the same as the 5.9 RT? Yeah, it's pretty similar. And then I was doing some reading on Hughes Performance. So this 5.9 engine has the same camshaft, and this is, I'm just repeating information from Hughes Performance, has the same camshaft as the 5.2. And apparently that's one of the pretty big limiting factors is the cam and the intake on these trucks is kind of like restricting it. So the cam should be opening, it should open the valves longer, it doesn't. But yeah, there's no special cam in this truck that I'm aware of. According to Hughes, maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I've learned so far. So the cam is a limiting factor, the intake manifold is a limiting factor, and the throttle body is all limiting factors. So, and then if you want to keep going, the heads are also limiting factors. And the heads crack apparently if you add too much horsepower. So those are all fun and exciting things that we're looking forward to. But the fact that it's got the 5.9 liter displacement, it's got a big displacement. We could put, you know, fancier heads on there, intake manifold, boost it, and she'll be moving. But there's guys that are just running the stock long blocks, which is an intake manifold and a throttle body. And they're boosting them, and they're making a ton of jam, like 450 to 500 wheel horsepower, which that would get that old girl rocking for sure. Project ADD, do whatever you want for your content. You want it, I'll watch it, whatever. Yeah, I just like I said, I just like to hear what your guys' take is, because sometimes like to do editing, you guys figure if I make like a 25-minute video, that's probably honestly a few hours worth of footage that I've chopped all up to put into one. So, and then to try to add music to a 25-minute video, you know, think of how many songs that is. What's an average song, like 3 minutes? So yeah, if you guys don't get bored with me wrenching and talking and explaining what I'm doing without some, you know, free generic music in the background, then let me know. It'll make my life easier. But yeah, I like doing some of the cinematic videos, like the one where we did the project Ram when we finished that one. So when we took the Ram out and we did a bunch of drone footage and we had like some songs, and that was a super cool video. It was short, but I really liked how that video came out. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out. I think it's called like Project Supercharged Ram Finale video or something. What's next? Victory is mine. ECU. Have the same. Oh, I guess I answered a totally different question. I thought you said the can. I don't know if the Ram has the same ECU as not. This one has an upgraded Mopar Performance ECU in it, or PCM is what they call it in the Mopar world. So, yeah, the one that I have in here is different regardless. Yeah, I've heard from some people whether I should sell this PCM since it's the upgraded one from Mopar. And I'm going to end up flashing it anyways just to get a stock one out of a truck, put it in, and then sell this one to somebody since it probably gives like 20 horsepower or whatever it adds. But yeah, I don't know as far as the Ram, if the Ram has the exact same ECU or not, but mine's different. Mine shifts and revs higher than a regular Dakota RT. All 5.9 engines are the same. Yeah, so Michael just confirmed it too. The 5.9s are all the same. Kevin, Mike Smith from Texas. I guess you guys are just talking. Justin says, honestly, I like seeing the videos just as they are. Yeah, I switch it up. Like some of them I'll put some music in. Some of them they'll be so long that I'll just, you know, chop them up and make it watchable. But I'm trying to do my best, so hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Darren says, oh, hold on. Django, absolutely no music. All right, there's one opinion here for sure. Darren says, I like how you do it between explain the videos of live stream, no music, like the real deal. Okay, there's another no music one. Michael says, yes, Kevin, it's me. Okay, Bittner, love all the content, project. Yep, just as they are. Kevin, what's up, Mike? Victory's mine. I was thinking of swapping ECUs with a 5.2 and putting it in my 5. Oh, 5.2 Ram putting in your 5. I don't think it'll be any difference, honestly. You're better off just getting a tune than swapping ECUs. That's my opinion. Mark Lamb, perfect the way it is. Okay, thanks, man. Jay, do some drone footage. Yeah. Which, I think probably the Viper's next, honestly. Which vehicle would you guys want to see drone footage on? The truck's still kind of... I want to do some more stuff to make the truck look nicer before we get there. It's getting pretty nice looking, but I don't think it's quite ready for some sweet drone footage. But let me know which one you guys want to see. That's 2000 or the Viper. I pretty much already know the answer because I think we're a pretty big Mopar following on here, but I'll try to get some drone footage for you guys too. Mike says, I enjoy full videos, show everything. It's nice to just sit back and watch it all. Okay, cool. Cool. Oh, I wanted to let you guys know something. So I saw a couple comments too that people were a little bit concerned that some of the videos that I released maybe a few days ago were, getting too short. So I just want to let you guys know. So sometimes I'll release videos that are super narrowed in on a certain goal or certain topic. For example, the antenna thing, right? Some people, if I post a 25-minute video and I throw in the middle how to shorten the antenna, I'll get negative feedback for that because people will just come to that video and they just want to see how to shorten the antenna. So I might post a 3-minute video on the antenna, how to shorten the antenna, how I did it, bing, bang, boom, and this is how you do it. So just be aware of some of the different videos because some of them have certain goals. Because for example, I might be working on the truck for the whole day, but I might be changing the differential fluid. I might make a specific video just on changing differential fluid. I know to probably most of you guys in this chat, it's probably simple to do, but you guys wouldn't believe, how many people search that and how many people will watch that video. I did it on the Ram, and I was just debating recording it, and it's one of the #1 videos on the channel. For example, changing the oil on the Dodge Ram that I have. You guys can check it out. I literally was I don't know why I'm recording this, but I'll record it anyways. I recorded changing the oil in the Dodge Ram, and it has over 100,000 views on it. So that's why I'm gonna do it with this truck too. So there might be videos on how to remove the tail light, which you guys are it's easy. But a lot of people want to see that content, so sometimes I'll just make a super short video. But don't worry, we'll still have the videos that are longer on me working on the truck or the car or whatever it is for 20-something minutes. So just be aware of that sometimes I'll make videos that are just on one topic, how to get it done, and that's just a very specific video. But that's the reason why. We got KBD. You're killing it, bro. I miss the Ram Sport, but I know how it goes. Do you miss it? I was just talking about this today, actually. I don't... Honestly, for some reason, I really like driving this truck. It's fun. It's just it's small, it's low, it handles really good. Whereas the newer Rams, the 4th gens, the one that we had before, the truck is so good. And I don't know how to describe this, but it's so good that it's almost boring to drive. That's the way I felt. It was big, it drove so smooth, it was so comfortable that it was just you kind of felt numb driving it, you weren't connected. When I drive this, it's old school. It's got a cable on the gas pedal, the brakes are just right there, it has ABS, but it barely even does anything. The steering feels super connected. It's got hydraulic power steering, on it, not electric power steering like the old Ram. I just need it to be faster, and I think this thing is gonna be a ton of fun. But I actually like taking this out. It's fun. Compared to my old Ram, I mean, my old Ram looked decent, I thought, but it was just a silver truck, and it was kind of boring. Whereas this, for some reason, people seem to I don't know, I've had people give me thumbs up when I'm driving this thing, and I'm laughing because it's only a cheap little truck, but I don't know, I just like driving it. It's, it's a nice bright blue, it's cool, it's fun, it, handles well, it feels like a little go-kart. But it's just a fun little experience driving this truck compared to my old Ram. I mean, the old Ram was more functional. You know, you could tow stuff. It had more power, but it had more like luxuries inside. But it was just kind of boring at the end of the day. Nicer truck for sure. Like honestly, the newer Ram is a nicer truck than this was, but this has more of a purpose. It's light. We can go to the race and drag strip with it. It's gonna be fun. I'm really excited and happy with this truck right now. Kevin says, vids are great, keep them up. Thanks, Kevin. Michael Smith, you need to see Kevin Peacock's Dakota. He got some nice ones. He's OG Dakota like myself. Yeah, link it up. Link it up. Yeah, send me, I don't know, hit me up on Instagram or Facebook. If you guys haven't yet, there's a Boosted Motorsports Facebook group. You guys want to... I know you guys, a lot of guys have chats here, but if you guys want to keep the chat going, I have Boosted Motorsports Facebook groups that you guys can join in and, you know, have your own conversations. I'm all for it. So if you guys want to join those too, or wherever you guys want to link up, if it's Instagram or whatever platforms you guys use, I'm trying to make them all available too, so everybody can keep the conversations going. But yeah, Kevin, if you or Michael joins the Facebook group, then you guys could send links and I could get involved there too. So it would be a place where we could all chat. Bittner says, do you think you'll be able to do a live Boosted Motorsports show at SEMA? Yeah, Bittner, I was talking about that earlier. There's so many people at SEMA that it floods the cell phone towers. Like, I can barely send a text message when I'm there. That's on all previous years. There's so many people like concentrated in one area that just overloads, I guess, the cell towers, and there's no way. There's everybody barely, like you can barely send a text message to somebody. Like if you lose somebody there, you almost can't even call them. Like there's just so many people. Like I think it's around 300,000 people all in one spot in Las Vegas. And cell phones just don't seem to work there too well. So I won't be able to live stream, but I'll record and then I'll upload at night is the plan. John Boy says, mods to stock intake does nothing. Yeah, I know some people like shorten up the runners and stuff like that on the stock intake, but it seems like too much work for me, honestly. I'll just change it to a different intake manifold. Trying to catch up to you guys in the comments here. Dustin says, we all wish we just had 6K to toss at our rides. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice. It would be nice if we could do that, but I can't at this point. But like I said, we'll still get it boosted. I'm just trying to find a used kit or something like that, and we'll get our hands on that. And it's gonna be fun, honestly. Things are gonna happen quickly. So you guys saw how fast the truck went from like a farm truck. It was high, it was ugly, and now at least looks decent. We got it running decent, so we'll have it flying in no time at all. I promise you guys that. Kevin says, new Pro Charger in box, never installed from a guy in SoCal. Hit me up and I can give you his contact. He doesn't want to deal with smog issues. Yeah, Kevin, can you send me a message on that? If you can send me an email, I'll put my email in here. You guys can email me if that's the easiest way. But yeah, Kevin, if you can hook it up, let's make it happen. Let me just write my email here. Alright, so you guys should have my email there if you guys want to send me that. Send me the information on the Pro Charger kit, because like I said, I want to get that on here, so. What else? Would you get any welds wheels in the future? Yeah, I mentioned that earlier in the live stream today. I want to get welds for this or some sort of race wheel. I think it would be awesome to have skinnies in the front, some nice wide ones in the back. The only thing is just the bolt pattern is super unique. And if somebody's selling a set, I don't know, because weld racing wheels would be expensive to just buy. And with our whole budget build, I don't think I could put it in the budget right now, but if I can find a used set, I'm definitely down for it. I think it would be an awesome look. Justin says, my daughter also loves that blue color. RT is yellow though. Both my kids call it the banana boat. Yeah, I mean, I like it too. This blue really pops. You guys can probably see the yellow S2000 reflecting in the blue, so it definitely wasn't that shiny before, but I like the yellow Dakotas too. Those are cool. Electric fan. John Bond says, electric fan, I had to pull the stock alternator and put in a 160 amp to keep the battery from running down. Yeah, I might have to. We'll see. We'll see. Kevin says, I have some 15x7s you can have for free for poor man skinnies. Have old Tiger Paw 235s on it, but recommends new tires due to age. That'd be cool. Yeah, hit me up, Kevin. Sounds like you got a bunch of stuff that we could use. Patrick, ran my truck last weekend, went 1486 at 92 in the quarter, 949 in the 8th mile. Pat, what's done to your truck? Dustin says, boost! Mr. Magoo says, boost. Brand says road trip. I know, it'll be a long road trip if we go. Don't use nitrous, you'll blow that up. Supercharge it. Use lower compression ratio on 87. It's like 100 horsepower. Brandon says, can you put it on the side of the house? Yeah, I gotta move some stuff around too. I might end up doing some different stuff, just side topic on the side of the house here. So that's, or side of the garage, so that I can actually put more vehicles in. So that might be a future plan here. I'm just, honestly, a lot of money is going back into the truck, so funds are a little bit tight, but I'm trying to make it all happen. But again, if you guys can support in any way, whether it's, you know, joining a membership, channel membership, or you know, supporting by getting the gear or watching the ads that run on the videos, you know, all of your support is greatly appreciated. And like I said, it makes it all happen. So this stuff gets pretty expensive. I mean, we just dropped $500 on the rear wheels on the truck. So the Hoosier slicks I got were 400 and something with tax, and then ended up picking up those rims for like $50 or something like that. So yeah, it gets expensive quick, but I enjoy it. Hopefully you guys enjoy watching it. SSH, I'm pretty happy with the way you have been doing your videos. Easy to follow and understand, also all around entertaining. Okay, appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thanks for the feedback. Lycan said, will you ever get a Ram again? I have a Ram. I know you guys probably don't believe me because I keep saying it, but I gotta go pick it up. It's an SRT-10 Ram, 2005. It's white. It's got blue stripes. Yeah. I'll post a picture of it for you guys on YouTube in the YouTube posts. I'll post a picture of my Ram there so you guys can see it. I'll post it tomorrow for you guys. So it does exist. I just gotta go get it. It's at my mom's house. So yeah, I do have a Ram, so you'll see a Ram on the channel here shortly again. John Bond says no music. Alejandro says no music. Mr. Carrison says I enjoy it that way. Alejandro says I like the separate how-to videos. Okay, cool. John Bond says, well, what? How-to takes different amount of time. Oh, every how-to takes different amount of time. The way you're doing is great. Okay, appreciate it, man. Thanks for the feedback. KBD, word. Couldn't have described it any better. My kid likes hearing you read our comment. We watched all your videos when we was looking for a Ram. Well, that's awesome, man. That's cool. That's cool. No, like I said, I don't know if you guys noticed this, or I've had discussions with other people in the comments too. I try to I'm just like you guys. I swear, I curse, I do all that stuff. But when it comes to YouTube, I try to keep it clean, just because. I mean, it's not like I'm trying to be fake on YouTube, but I never know who's watching. So I don't know if somebody's a father, they're watching my YouTube, and maybe their kid's running around in the background. I try to keep all that in mind. So if I end up swearing in the video, which happens, I'll bleep it out. I try to just keep it clean so that I don't know. You never know who's watching, or maybe I've heard some people that their kids actually like watching the channel too. So yeah, that's why I try to keep it clean, and hopefully you guys appreciate that part of it too. So that's my take on that whole thing. Mark says, about to buy a sweater. I support. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. So right now I got a couple done. Like I said, I got this one, and then it's got the "Life's Too Short to Keep It Stock" on the back. That's the one I'm wearing right now. But yeah, once it gets a little bit colder here too, you guys are gonna see me rocking those sweaters too. So I like them. The premium ones are actually a really good quality. I'm not just trying to run a sales pitch here, but Jonathan, who's you guys also see on the channel, he just got the cheap one, and it was still I think it was a Hanes shirt that he got for 12 bucks. So yeah, even those ones are good quality as well. So if you guys want to get the cheap one, the 12-buck one, or you guys want to get like this one, but this one's kind of more of a stretchy fabric. So just so you guys, giving you guys a heads up on if you guys decide to order one of them, that they are good quality that does come. Michael says, just keep looking, M1 intake will pop up. I want to try to, I've seen the M1 intakes, but I kind of want to get the 4-barrel one. I feel like there's more volume of air to go in. If I'm going to get an intake and I'm going to get a throttle body, I want to get the most volume through. So I've seen the M1 2 barrels, but then that's just that tiny little intake that's like this big. I think an M1 4-barrel would be better, but I got to start digging for one. Now that I've finally set, like I had traction and everything seemed to work decently on the truck, and I've set like a baseline time, I'm going to start hunting for mods for the truck. Like I said, the only other thing I have to tend to right now is the transmission, get all the leaking stopping, and then we can really start focusing on making this thing faster. So it's going to get pretty exciting here in the next few weeks. I know SEMA is going to be kind of squeezed in there, so we might be backlogged a week there because I won't be here for that week. But it's still, we're gonna have a lot of stuff coming in and doing a lot of mods here shortly. Patrick says, headers, M1 intake, 50 mil throttle body, hooker, arrow, chamber, muffler, stock bottom end on street tires. Pat, those are all the mods done to your truck? Yeah, if I'm just laughing. You guys are gonna have to wait to see the video, but if you guys read between the lines, so the Patrick 99 Dakota, if he has those mods, okay, so he just confirmed. So he said yes. So Pat, without giving the time away on my truck, what we ran last night on my truck, I ran faster in the 8th than your truck. Just by a little bit, not by much. So I think we're doing pretty good. If all I have right now is just the intake, the Gibson headers, and that Mopar Performance PCM, I think we're doing pretty good. Oh, his is a little bit heavier though, so his is a crew cab or a quad cab. Or extended cab, I don't even know why I'm saying CC. Darren says, I appreciate very much that you keep it clean, Booze. It's nice so all ages can watch. Yeah, man, I'll keep it clean. So, like I said, you never know. You never know who's watching. It might be young ears that are watching. Kevin says, 4-barrel uses a 2-barrel adapter for most stock throttle bodies for these trucks. Kevin says 50-52, unless you go for an actual 4-barrel throttle body and a custom bracket for a throttle cable. Trans TV cable. Okay. John says, hi Pat. Mark, pop the Dakota hood, show that bad boy. There's not much to see, but we could do a little walk around for a minute here. There are some custom brackets. Nice. Let me oh, I should show you guys a couple things actually. Let's go for a little walk here. Let me grab this. Make it interesting for you guys. Okay. So I'll show you guys. You guys already saw this, so this stuff is looking much better. The stuff that we kind of freshened up here in the last video. What else can I show you guys? Let's pop the hood for a second. So I'm actually just finishing editing a video because I ended up having to install the drive shaft loop so that we could run the tires. So it's nothing too fancy, honestly, under here. This is all she is. So all we have is the intake. We've got that wire kit with supposedly a better coil pack that we upgraded. You guys saw all that stuff, no secrets. This is apparently a Mofar Performance PCM because it has a different part number on it. There's our electric fan. What else can I show you guys? So here are the slicks from last night. They're sitting here. And it worked awesome. I'll talk more about exactly the setup that we did, but we ran 20 PSI cold in them. And it seemed to be beautiful. Like, they worked awesome. I barely even had to heat them up too much, and we just dead hooked. So, Kevin, the reason why we went with a slick versus a DOT is because I wanted like as much traction as possible. The DOT ones are actually a slightly harder compound than a full slick. So full slick is pretty much the optimum traction you could possibly get. And I wanted a track dedicated tire. So I was torn between getting these for like, I don't like 15-inch rims just for driving around, at least not these stock ones. I think the bigger rims look better, but at the same time, the 15s are better for traction. We got more sidewall so that it can actually hook up better. It's just better for traction. And I wanted 15s with a dedicated slick that we would go to the track, bolt these up, and they wouldn't get a ton of time on them. Because if you end up just getting like a DOT tire and driving around on them, the traction is going to deteriorate or decline quite a bit. So yeah, these are just bias ply slicks. And like I said, we had the tailgate off. And so we had like no weight back here. And I don't have any cow tracks. I don't have anything fancy. And she dead hooked. So, and then I'll show you guys under here, just a sneak peek. I think you guys might be able to see that. It's kind of hard. You can probably see that little loop. So that's the drive shaft loop. And I'll show you guys exactly how we installed that. And that whole install as well. But that'll be coming. I think that video will be coming for you guys tomorrow. So, and then here's the infamous S2000 that doesn't get any love with the busted looking interior. What else do you guys want to see? Club cab. Oh, I'm getting mixed up here. I'm used to all the Ram talk with CC meaning crew cab. Yeah, I ended up, oh, Kevin, yeah, that's what I ended up doing. I didn't mind just putting the drive shaft loop on, honestly, and I'd rather be fully compliant because some of these track officials can be nightmares. So I ended up doing the actual, drive shaft loop. That way I can run a full slick, get as much traction. I mean, if I wasn't planning on putting a ton of like power in this thing, I probably wouldn't care. But the fact that we're gonna end up boosting this thing or making it make some jam, that's why I wanted to go with the full slick so that we get as much traction as possible. Darren says, do the lights in the dash all work now? I'll show you guys that too. They don't all work. It kind of, I'm still kind of missing a few. I guess it's not bad. It looks pretty good here on the camera. But yeah, those are the LEDs. I want to upgrade them to something a little different, but that's how she looks right now. And then it's dark in here, but that's the stereo too. So, and then here's this. You guys have already seen that. So I want to try and clean this up so that it matches the roof. The roof's dirty right now, but at least it looks pretty decent. That's pretty much it, you guys. I don't know what else to talk about unless you guys want to see anything. Hit me up in the comments if you guys want to see anything specific right now about any of these vehicles. I can do a walk around or talk about them, and then we can kind of cut this thing if we're running out of things to talk about. Oh, here's the stock fan too. This thing is super heavy. Like, honestly, it probably weighs 30 pounds. And there's that. We're just collecting all the junk. How come you have not taken off the plastic bed liner piece on the tailgate? I don't know why I haven't, honestly. I don't know why I haven't taken just this piece off. I kind of feel like this is a functional piece, but I guess I could take it off. Take it off, see how bad it looks underneath it. I'm debating too whether I should get a cap. There's somebody local that's selling a fiberglass cap in the same color. And the one that he's selling is blue, but he wants like 200 bucks for it. But I don't know if I should put it on and add weight and then have to take it off on, you know, track days, or just leave it. Because I want to do at some point I want to do the like the lip or the wing that comes out the back, kind of like that NASCAR looking one. So it looks like a Jeep grill. It does actually look like a Jeep grill. That's hilarious. It's got the 2 circles for the headlights there, and then the grill's in the middle. As for the tailgate, or not tailgate, the roll pan, I don't know if this one is welded or not. Let's see if I can open this. I don't know if I can open it, actually. It's going to hit. I think it's bolted, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I've never looked to see. I don't have a hitch, that's for damn sure. So I don't have a hitch, but I don't know if this is welded on or how that thing comes off. I still got to clean up underneath there because it's not too pretty looking. But yeah, this is the pan that I have. And I don't know. I don't like how it like doesn't, like, I don't really like the way it looks. I kind of like the one in the back that goes like this. So, oh, you guys want to see something scary? I always like doing this, but it seems to freak everybody out. So this front splitter is actually functional. I know it looks ridiculous like a snowplow, but this is a fully functional front splitter. I was debating going this weekend and having some fun with this car, but this thing is mounted right to the frame. So you can actually stand on it, and that's my full weight. My other leg is in the air. And it's mounted straight to the frame. So the idea is that it puts downforce on the front end and actually does just as much as that back wing, which is functional. So it actually puts pressure on the front end to try to push the front end and the wheels into the ground. This thing has phenomenal grip. This thing is nuts. So this car is like one of the best handling cars I've ever been in. With the downforce and the sticky tires, like, I know this thing looks insane as far as like the paint or whatever, but this thing handles ridiculously. Let's see. No cover unless it's a slim flush. What is that? What do you guys mean? Yeah, so I don't have a factory hitch. I don't know about the cover. Going to order fan stuff tomorrow and do the mod this week to see how much it gives in the quarter. Yeah, it makes a noticeable difference doing the fan mod, so I would definitely give that a shot. Let's see what else. Tonneau cover is lighter. Oh, that's what you guys are talking about, no cover. Oh, the only reason why I was thinking about putting the tonneau cover is because somebody had something on it before, and this bugs the hell out of me, and I don't know why. See how, like, I don't even know how this happens, but the paint looks decent there, and then it's like scratched. I don't even want to say it's scratched, but it's just like almost like the paint gave up there and started cracking all through there. So, and it goes all the way along here. Like, see how... So, I mean, when you guys normally see the truck like this, everything looks all kosher, but you look up here and it's like horrendous looking. So that's why I was thinking about putting a cover back on it, is just because without painting it or like vinyling this is what's driving me crazy. I kind of want to cover this. And now that the truck is so low, it's so much more obvious. When the truck was, honestly, I think the truck was like 6 inches higher when I first got it, because it had those big monster tires on there, and it had the normal suspension in it, and it was a lot taller before. But now that the truck is low and you're literally hovering over this is just like, there's no saving this. I don't know, it just destroyed the paint underneath it. Like, I get if something was scratching, but this is like, the paint is literally like to the primer and just like, but. Wing on tonneau is by innovation, no longer in business. Gaylord's making an over-the-rail cover. There's a name, I can't remember the name of it, but there's one where it has like the stands that you screw in, and then it's got the big fin. It looks like something out of NASCAR. My buddy Steve from Canada, he has it on his Ram. It looks sick. It's got like a bunch of stands with like bolts that you screw into here. I think you have to screw it in the tailgate, but then it has like a lip off the back. But I want to get that one. Let's see. What grade do you run for? Sell the S2K. Why do you want to sell the S2K? What's wrong with the S2K? This is my play car. Honestly, this is the car that's super cheap to go to the road courses with. It's so much fun. This is like a toy. I know there's a lot of Mopar fans on here, but this thing is so fun to drive. If you guys drove it, it would change your mind. But this is going to be road course. This is going to be drag strip. This is kind of overall show. Let's see. Go for a little walk here. What grade do you run for motor oil in the Dakota? You guys might be upset by me telling you this, but I haven't changed the oil in it yet. It still looks pretty golden. It doesn't look black or anything. So, and I was told that it's pretty recent oil change in it, so I haven't touched it yet. So probably get around to that soon, but the oil looks clean in it still, so I'm just running with it. And the previous owner told me it was just changed recently. So what else we got? I had an NHRA tech who wanted to confiscate my 88 Dakota because my helmet was 2 days out of cert. Confiscate your truck? Can they even do that? Patrick says going to join the Facebook page and post some pics. Right on, man. Yeah, if any of you guys join that Facebook group, we can kind of chat over there too. I know we usually get some good chats going on in the discussion. Oh, there's Steve. Said K Design Wing. That's the wing that Steve was talking about in the back. That's the one we need to get, Steve, is the K-Wing. 1 sec. Probably camper shell at one point. I don't know what the heck was on the back of this thing, but like I said, she got roasted on here on the top rails. This side's not too bad for some reason, but the other side just got tore up. I don't know, maybe there was sun on that side, and then, you know what it probably was now that I think about it? If there was a camper shell or something where there was metal on here, and maybe the truck always got like parked in the sun over there, I think that strip of metal baked the paint over there, honestly, because it looks like the paint is like curling up. Wing on back, gotcha, not with cover. That's a SoCal company makes them. I'll show you that info too. Yeah, so the K-Wing, I think, is the, or K-Designs wing is the one that I want to get. John Bond's got the K-Design on his truck. That thing is sick, man. I need one of those. She's almost going to be fast enough to deserve a K-Designs wing. That's what I think. Yeah, Steve, I think it did have a cap on it or something. I don't know if it was like some of the guys are saying, whether it was a camper shell or whether it was just a cap. Either way, something was on it, but that side got toast. It got toasted. Potatoes and lad, that S2K is lame. It'd free up some money for the Ram in Dakota. Damn, this guy hates the S2000. No, I mean, yeah, I get it. Like, I know that a lot of people don't like the imports and stuff, But like I said, that thing is just that's my toy to go to the road courses with. If I went to the road courses with this thing, it's so expensive to operate. Tires are crazy expensive, brakes are expensive, oil change are more expensive. If you wreck something, it's more expensive. That thing, everything is cheap. Tires are cheap, brakes are cheap. If we wreck something, I don't really care too much. If we wreck a bumper, I got a bumper there. If we wreck a bumper, I have another bumper over there. If we wreck a front fender, I've got a front fender up there. Or if we wreck another front fender, I've got 2 more fenders over there. So I got so many parts for that S2000 just to sit there and go run it at the track. That's why we have that thing. It's literally my toy to go and mess around. So, but yeah, the Viper is just expensive to operate. And at the same time too, like, if I ever messed up or somebody messed up on the track and hit me, this thing would be so expensive to fix. Like, the fender is the hood. So, yeah. So if anybody bumped me here, if you guys remember, this was the most expensive piece in automotive history. This thing was like 20 grand back in the day. It was the most expensive single part in automotive industry that a vehicle had. That whole hood was like 20 grand. And that was back in like, I think that was back in the 90s or something, when 20 grand was probably like 50 grand today. What else? Thomas says 18s all arounds on Viper or offset. These are 19s. These wheels are huge. Well, not huge in diameter, but they're just wide. What are the sizes on them? It's been a while since I looked at this, honestly. 275 30 R or ZR19, and I'm pretty sure these are 10 inches wide in the front. I can't remember. It's been so long since I looked at the specs. And the backs are huge too. I think these are 13 inch wide in the back. And these are, what are these? 345 30 ZR19. So 345s. But these, like, I don't know if you guys can see it or how much the video is doing it justice, but this is huge. I'm pretty sure it's 13. It might even be wider than 13, but definitely at least 13 inches wide. And it's got a huge dish on it. They're dirty right now, as you can probably see, but super cool. We'll definitely put them on the Dakota at some point, but I think it might look funny because I don't know. I'm more of a, I really like having the gaps super tight. As you can probably see, like, see how low the Viper is, both in the front and the back. And then when you look at the Dakota, it's low for a truck, but I mean, I could fit my whole fist in here. So, I don't know. We'll definitely try it regardless. But, yeah, that's where we're at right now with that. But, I don't know. This truck is looking pretty good for a truck. I don't think you could honestly go too much lower. Like, the frame on the truck sits super low on the truck as it is. I don't know if you guys can get it's probably like 6 inches, the frame off the ground. So it's pretty low for a truck. I don't know if I'd want it much lower. Like, the back bottoms out all the time. So I went to go pick up some stuff today. I had some Dodge Ram rims in the back and a shed, and it was literally sitting on the frame the whole time. So, but it's pretty soft, honestly. Like, it doesn't take much to sit there and move the truck. But I mean, it helped at the drag strip last night. What's up, man? Hey, man, love the Ram videos. I'm really enjoying the Dakota build. Working on my 2015 Ram. Great content. Thanks, brother. Yeah, I'm loving this build too. Finally, the Dakota is starting to look decent, and we're finally starting to get it somewhat fast. So it's been fun so far. I just got to get it faster now. So it's not much to look at underneath the hood just yet, but this is what I wanted to point out to you guys and what somebody pointed out to me. So you guys look on here, like if we were going to go twin turbo, right? So over here, if we moved this out, you could probably fit a turbo in around this region. But if you look on this side, in front of the exhaust manifold, you have the power steering pump, and it's sitting way over here. So some guys have tried to relocate it more into this region so that they can get their piping or get their turbo over here,
Probably have to do a battery relocation to the rear so that you could do something like this. But yeah, I guess honestly, looking at it while I'm talking to you guys, if you relocated the battery, you'd probably have a pretty good opening to fit a turbo there, but you'd have to do a ton of custom fab work, which I don't know. I don't have the welder that I would want to do that with, and I've never done that kind of fabrication myself. I'm sure I could probably figure it out, but yeah, I think the battery would have to get relocated, and we'd have to try to move this power steering pump closer to here to try to squeeze that up. But ironically, I think the power steering pump is very similar to the Viper. If you pop the hood, it's very, very similar. Let me keep up. Visual tuning, shift sector. I don't know. When is that? Patrick says, I'm out. Keep up the great videos. Thanks, brother. Yeah, Pat, hit me up with that guy, I guess, that has that Pro Charger kit. I'd be down. All right, Mike. Thanks for stopping in, guys. We'll probably cut it in just a minute here. Matt Glover, you can make a whole lot of tire out of that rubber stuck on the Dakota. I know. That is a ton of rubber. We ended up shredding these tires because these tires weren't doing too well with us. But look, we got a bunch of rubber, and it's all stuck on the bottom too. I got to clean this thing up tomorrow. Hemi swap will make it very fast. Yeah, that's the plan. No, I don't know if we're going to actually Hemi swap this, honestly. We'll probably try to see how fast we can go with this engine, and if we get bored, we'll move on to something else. John says, spray in bed liner. I don't want to do anything with a bed liner because even though this looks a little bit ugly, I don't want to add any more weight to the back of here. I'm trying to make this truck as light as possible. So even if I can get rid of some stuff, like, I don't know if you guys noticed when I had the camera under there, I don't have a spare tire in there. We took the tailgate off for the drags. We're trying to keep this thing as light as possible for sure. Yeah, we might end up C-notching it. Only thing is I'd want to probably do a weld-in kit with all the drag racing stuff we're going to do. I don't want to taco the back of the truck, so just something to keep in mind. But yeah, right now it's bottoming like bad. Side rail box covers use two-sided tape, and they leave those marks on the top. Kevin says, I'll send you an email tomorrow, Pro Charger. Yeah, Kevin, hit me up with that. Shift sector sold out a while back. Yeah, I can't remember what event shift sector is. You guys will have to remind me which one that is, but I don't think she's fast enough to hit shift sector. I don't have anything fast enough right now. Honestly, out of the 3 vehicles we have right now, I know you guys are gonna hate me for saying this, but if I supercharge that one, it'll be faster than everything here. And the reason why I say that is because that engine is forged internals, and if you supercharge it, you can make like 450 wheel horsepower in a car that weighs less than everything here in the garage and would absolutely annihilate. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. But yeah, half-mile drag, this thing wouldn't be that fast at a half-mile, honestly. It's pretty much stock, so it wouldn't do too much. I'd have to supercharge or do something. But unfortunately, this motor in the Viper isn't forged. It was the first year without a forged motor. A lot of guys were upset by that, but that's just the one that I happened to buy because it's the ACR model. But I'm not too concerned by it. But yeah, it's not forged internals on this one. But I think that's pretty much do it for today. Ooh. All right, guys, I think that's going to do it for today. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know if you guys like this format on doing the whole live thing. I'll try to do it more often if you guys are down for it. I kind of got tied up with some stuff today, so that's why I ended up doing the live version instead of uploading. But here's kind of the plan. So tomorrow's video, you guys will see the drive shaft loop installation video. I'll show you guys how I did that. Sunday, I'm going to premiere all the drag strip footage, so all the drag strip stuff that we did yesterday. I'll have all that stuff edited and up for you guys Sunday, but I'll try to edit it all tomorrow so that it can actually premiere on Sunday, so it'll tell you exactly what time Sunday it'll come out. But that's pretty much it. Anyways, you guys, thanks for support. Thanks for watching. Like I said, any way that you guys can support the channel, whether it's the merch or the memberships, all the money is going to go back into the builds. I promise you guys. Join the Facebook group. We'll keep the chat going there. If you go to SEMA, hit me up. Yeah, wherever you guys want to get a hold of me. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you on the next one.